Global citizenship refers to the idea that all people in the globalized world have rights and obligations, not only as a citizen of a local community or a nation, but also as members of a larger class of society, the world, the humanity. So, as a Filipino citizens, we have the right to vote, the right to education, and right to expression. On the other hand, we have the responsibility to pay taxes and to obey our laws. Exercising our rights and adhering to our obligations as Filipinos attaches us to the states or to the community that we are a part of it.
Global citizenship as a choice and a way of thinking. National citizenship is an accident of birth. Global citizenship is different. It is a voluntary association with a concept that signifies ways of thinking and living within multiple cross-cutting communities or cities, regions, states, nations, and international collectives. Global citizenship as self-awareness and awareness of others. Awareness of the world around each student begins with self-awareness. Self-awareness also enables students to identify with the universalities of the human experience, thus increasing their identification with fellow human beings and their sense of responsibility toward them. Global citizenship as they practice cultural empathy. Cultural empathy helps people see questions from multiple perspectives and more deeply among cultures, sometimes navigating their own multiple cultural identities, sometimes moving out to experience unfamiliar cultures. Global citizenship as the cultivation of principled decision-making. Global citizenship entails an awareness of the interdependence of individuals and systems and a sense of responsibility that follows from it. Although the goal of undergraduate education should not be to impose a correct set of answers, critical thinking, cultural empathy, and ethical systems and choices are an essential foundation for principled decision-making. Global citizenship as participation in the social and political life of one's community. Global citizens feel a connection to their communities. However, they define them and translate that sense of connection into participation. Participation is the action dimension of global citizenship.
We must remember that globalization is not a single phenomenon. Rather, there are many globalizations.
There are three approaches to global economic resistance. Trade protectionism involves the systematic government intervention in foreign trade through tariffs and non-tariff barriers in order to encourage domestic producers and deter their foreign competitors. Fair trade aims at more moral and equitable global economic system in which, for instance, price is not set by the market. Instead, it is negotiated transparently by both producers and consumers. The third form of resistance to economic globalization relates to helping the bottom billion. Increasing aid is only one of the many measures that are required. International norms and standards can be adapted to the needs of the bottom billion. The reduction of the trade barriers would also reduce the economic marginalization of these people and their nation.
When it comes to political globalization, increased accountability and transparency are the key issues. All political organizations at different levels should be more accountable to their action because they are now surrounded by an ocean of opacity. Increased transparency has been aided by various mechanisms, such as transnational justice system, international tribunals, civil society, and particularly the Transparency International.